morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins and bless up to the world.
And then Jay just put your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. It is officially 2026, ladies and gentlemen. It is officially 2026, and it's about that time, man. It is the Inside Show. I even forgot how I greeted in the morning.
Tao.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to it. It's officially Monday morning, 2026. January is the first show. Welcome to it. Of course, I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Mr. Paris, Mr. Clayton. What's happening, gentlemen?
What's happening? I think, Clayton, you can go for it, broski. We're switching it up this year, bro.
Is this thing on? We could hear you just now, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, 100%.
Good morning. Get yourself up.
We'll do
It is 2026. That's year we need sound effects, bro.
It's 2026 and we all
I
do
need a
it.
new laptop, broskis.
Come on.
Computer, MacBook, M4, M5.
Nah, bro, that's year we need sound effects, my brother.
Or I might just get one of those pads. You see those ones where you pre-program the sound effects in. You just tap on it.
Yeah, bro.
You need to get one of those. But yeah, it's 2026. Let's get into it. It's been quite a festive season, quite a time off. So
Quick time off.
it went by very
It was
fast.
really
bro.
quick.
Just
That was too quick.
put your head down, you lift it up, yo.
New
Nieuwe
year.
jaar.
Facts. That's big facts.
Yo, my bro. But anyway, we are here, we still going. You know, like it's one of those things. Even though the rest was very short, we still going. We still have to go. You know, like no one is gonna go on your behalf, so we have to get into it.
Nah, of course. Jay?
Now 100%, bro. Say good morning. Like you mentioned, it's 2026, baby. We are alive, we're breathing, we filled with grace, broski, which we obviously 100% appreciative for. And we're looking forward to a blessed, fantastic year. And we know that this year is definitely gonna come with a lot of blessings, a lot of favor, a lot of grace, a lot of all those things that you've been trusting God for. And I think this is the year that it definitely comes to fruition. So I'm looking forward to the year. I'm looking forward to the first show. Like you mentioned, it's the first show of 2026. And also welcome back to all the viewers. Everyone that's been showing us love, been showing us support this
Check
year.
it for who's got online there, bro.
This year, let's make it one to remember. So we're looking forward to it. Nathan is on already. Good morning, broski. Hope you're good. Hope you're nice. Hope you're actually nice.
Starting the year nice and early. It's actually not that early. It's the second week of January. I feel like I'm behind on 2026 already. I feel like we should have started a while ago. I feel like it's just so much that needs to happen in January that I don't have time for, bro. Like there's no time to get my mind in a good space. So we hit the ground running today already. There's a bunch of meetings happening today just to get everyone on par with where we are, what's going on, what's the plans moving forward. There's a lot going on. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a fruitful year. It's going to be a
100%.
successful year. We're looking forward to it. It's going to be one of those years, man, where things just happen and things come across in the right way. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching and joining us for the very first time, please note that we are live on the Inside Show on YouTube. And yeah, man, it's our first show for 2026. I feel like I haven't been in studio for a while. I feel like it's weird, actually.
Yeah, I think just to that point where you mentioned that we feel like you're behind and so forth on. I think there should obviously be that bit of balance between taking it easy because the year does get extremely intense. The year does get rowdy. The year gets just intense with immense pressure, workload, and all of that. But I do understand exactly what you're saying. Maybe this year we can all go live from our homes during December. Clay, what you think, bro?
Explain, Pastor Zakes is in the shot. You just see Krilla, son. Girls for the girls there.
What I'm saying is there's Mike in the shot now.
Nah, it's out.
Girls for the girls, waves for the babes. Which one did you have at school, Clayton?
Spikes.
I brush.
Spikes for what?
Brush.
Spikes
Keep it
for what?
clean.
I had them spikes.
For mics.
That was a chance thing, Mozo Spikes.
Spikes for the mics.
Alright, gents, we kick the year off summer on some hectic stuff, man. It looks like we're gonna enter into a war. We got kicked out of AFCON. We have a lot of weird things going on in and around SA. It's just, bruh, it's a hectic situation going on. We have Speed busy going through all of Africa, but there's a bunch to talk about. Those are some of the topics and that we're going to touch on. Where should we start, ladies and gentlemen? Where should we start? Maybe AFCON?
AFCON 100%. Our boys obviously came
Our boys
back
are back in town.
Back in town, which is not a good thing. Let's not smile about it. I think shout out first and foremost for making it to AFCON.
Yeah.
Shout out 100%.
I think that's more than we expected already.
From what we've experienced in the past, I think yes, 100%. It's more than we expected, but it's also expected. I think just as a nation as a whole, in terms of the quality we produce across the board, I think it's definitely time that our footballers actually start putting themselves on the map or putting us on the map in that regard. We have a World Cup coming up as well, and
Did we qualify for that?
For the World Cup? Yeah, bro, we going to the States.
If there's gonna be a World
We're going
Cup.
to the States.
If there's gonna be a World Cup.
And if there is, 100%, we'll get into that. And the first game is against Mexico. So run it back 2010 when we played Mexico here at Soccer City FMB Stadium, which was 1-1 with Simpiwe, Chabalala, and the boys. So that's our first game in the World Cup this year against Mexico. But for the AFCON, yeah, Clates, what's your thoughts on that? Obviously got knocked out by Cameroon.
Remember, Cameroon are they're not a pop team, so you could expect it. It's just the untidy part is that, remember the Egypt game? The penalty that was denied, and then they obviously gave Egypt the penalty, Mo Salah.
Bro, I have my thoughts on that Egypt game, and you guys know I'm not a biased person, broski. I don't think we played well at all. When that game in the first half was 11v11, Egypt bossed us. They dominated us. I understand that was a soft penalty that was given away, obviously, to Egypt. Mo Salah stepped up and scored it. But even the second yellow card that Egypt got as well, that was also, for me, a cheap yellow card a cheap second yellow card rather to get. And then you come out second half, you're playing against 10 men now.
And you still not
And you
doing
still not
can't do
scoring.
anything.
So you can't be like, yo, it's this, it's that. It's like, go and do the job, get the job done. I can guarantee you, if we were 11v11 throughout the entire match,
still
we
wouldn't
would
have
have
done
probably
anything.
lost probably two
Yeah.
or three. So I think at the moment or at the minute, I can't 100% say, nah, use this player. You know, we have homies that are deeply invested into South African ball, which I'm slowly but surely getting into, but I don't think it's the best team that we are producing as yet. I'll gather my thoughts as you know, we draw closer to the World Cup, and as things unfold, and I'll be able to say, nah, I think this player, that player. But I just have the feeling that it's not the best team as yet.
I feel like the team is not horrible, but one thing that's definitely an issue is that they can't finish. They can't put the ball into the net. They played well. Even if you look at that Zimbabwe game, the gents played it was a decent game. Even in the Cameroon game, it was a decent game. But they were holding the ball for most of the time. They were playing decent for most of the time. But they couldn't finish. They couldn't score. They were dominating the game to a large extent. They got all the way to into the 18. Then they can't do anything. It's like they miss, or they lose the ball, or just, it's like our chance. Just score and get done. Then with that Cameroon game, it was the issue of the last 2 minutes. I don't know if you noticed. The last 2 minutes, what all of a sudden was like, yo, now we have to score. It's like, gents, what's going on now? You're supposed to be doing this long ago. You can't want to come and skrik wakker in the last 2 months. Then they scored, boom. Then they put the ball down, then they attacked again. And then, time up. It's like, gents, why weren't you all doing this the whole time? Why didn't you put the ball in? Why didn't you score? Why didn't you do what you were supposed to be doing? Then you were lazing around. Time was going. You were wasting time. You were allowing them to. We were conceding. It's like, gents, you could have. If even the commentators were like, missed opportunities. Like, how many opportunities were you there? Could you have done it? Could you have finished? And you didn't. And then essentially end up losing. So I feel like the team in and of itself wasn't horrible, but there was just too many wasted opportunities, missed opportunities, kicking, losing the ball unnecessarily. So I mean, like you're saying, leading up to the World Cup, let's hope some momentum.
Yeah, and it's
can
one
pick
of
up.
those where you ask yourself, Clayton, like, which other strikers do we have that you would think would actually put the ball in the back of the net? Because, like Zakes said, that Cameroon game, we had clear-cut chances in the first half that could have obviously changed the entire complexion of the game. There was one that was literally one-on-one, and the gent skied the ball. So
But that's my point.
chances like that, it's like, put that in the net, and it changes the whole complexion of the game.
Nah, 100%. And so that's my thought process. I don't know. But
you
like, what do you think?
that's ball. That's how ball goes. But it's a national team. It's not a team that the coach has throughout the year. Like your slot and what's happening in the Premier League there, where the coach is being sacked.
Saturday in the
It's-
morning.
Story for another day.
That's a story for another day.
Who got
bruh,
sacked? Your coach.
Nah. Nathan's coach.
Again.
Ruben Amram. Yeah, he
Amram.
was Amram.
But
He
anyway,
was a stand for Ruben. He's
But-
a Ruben stand, but
But what I'm saying is, like the coach doesn't have enough time with the players. So even looking from our side, like even if you say, okay, this striker could be changed with this one. Yeah, we have finishers that are playing in the Betway Challenge, but will that be enough for them to finish? Remember, now we're playing against people that always qualify for World Cup. And we haven't done well in the last couple of World Cups. So now it's one of those, is the team going to have enough time in camp to gel? They've been gelling well for the AFCON, the World Cup qualifiers and everything but do we have enough time to prepare for that? Because that's happening soon.
but apparently, Clayton, the entire squad is divided with, I don't know how true, the Pirates and Sundowns, bro. So clearly they're spending a lot of time together as far as the two camps are concerned, Pirates and Sundowns.
Hey, but
And yeah,
it-
guys,
it's
let
not-
us stop doing that. When we win, we say, Pirates and Sundowns
Yeah,
won.
that's a pirate.
And
But
when we
then-
lose, you say it's Bafana.
Yeah, hey, people must stop doing that. But anyway, we have a few strikers. We must look at what we have there, and some of them must get call-ups now. But now it's a bit too late also, because I think the coach can't add too many other players. For
And Lyle,
World
is
Cup.
Lyle gonna what's
He's
happening with Lyle?
definitely in for World Cup. He's definitely, in.
Yeah, he's definitely in for World Cup, but I mean he's playing in the Premier League, no?
Yeah.
He plays for
Burnley.
Burnley.
So yeah, like he's supposed to be one of our greatest exports now at the moment. But we'll see what
But
we
he
have
couldn't
locally
really
as
do
well.
much now with AFCON. Or did he?
He did. He was an integral part, but he didn't do the greatest of jobs. But he was playing. He was playing very well. Like you could see him. He's active here. He's doing the things. Some of the goals on the sheet it's his goals. And yeah, like I'm saying, we need to have some call-ups for people that we know. If you give this one the ball there in the 18 area, this one is definitely gonna finish. We need
Yeah,
some of
gents.
those. It's like the
Def.
Egypt team. We know if you give Salah the ball, the chances of him scoring it's one of those.
Yeah, and
He's
he's
gonna
been
go
scoring in
in.
every game, bro.
So how many teams are left now for?
I think it's the last. Is it
It's-
the last
it's-
8 or 4
What in AFCON?
in AFCON?
It's finals, bro.
Is Egypt still in?
They're in.
They are still in
So
here.
Salah might win the AFCON then.
If he
Yeah,
does, that would be great
let's
for him.
let's not jinx it though. Let's not jinx it. We would love Salah.
The Egyptian king.
Yeah, it's
Masala.
Masala.
yeah, and it's a tough game that Egypt is playing against Senegal, bro. Senegal
Senegal
is
and Morocco,
Senegal is-
Nigeria.
yeah,
Morocco.
bro. It's a tough game.
Hey, my bro.
Senegal and
Those are,
Morocco.
th-
Senegal
those
and
are the ones that
Morocco.
you want to watch also, because you want to see who comes out on top. Because if you look at how these guys were playing, they were really pushing. Nigeria was one of those that gave us a tough time also. But then we also hit them back to say, hey, chala, how does it clown, Maki?
Which brings me to
Apologies, I retract my statement when I said, yo, Salah should win it. No, I was really hoping Bafana would have, made it to the final.
Why are you getting heat here, bro?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm just
you
saying.
retracted
Now,
quickly
yeah.
there, bro.
No, I'm
Apology
just saying. I'm just saying. And Bafana should have made it to the final and win the AFCON. I guess, that is what we want for our country. But, we do support other teams around the world as well. And it's like...
No, but look, it's Africa, which is chill because it's an African Cup. So either way, bro, we outside of the fact that South Africa in and of itself is not in anymore, technically we still win because we're still part of the continent. So it's kind of like a continent cup. So it's chill, bro. It's like
I think
whoever
that's,
wins,
I think
it's not
that's,
like
that's
that.
for the World Cup, though.
But
That's
for the
what-
country, for the country, if Bafana
for the
was
country.
still in,
Yeah,
to
if-
say, nay, for the
Yeah, for the
continent,
country, it's
we
obviously
support.
like, "Ish,
we
we
still
out."
want to watch.
But for the fact that it's still on the African continent, it's still a W for Africa as a whole. So it's chill, bro. It's
I
like
think that's more so for the World Cup, though, because I remember
World
in
Cup is-
2010, we obviously got knocked out, I think, in group stages. And then we all started supporting Ghana. Remember, Ghana, I think, made it to the quarters or the semis, if I'm not mistaken. And
quarterfinals.
we all started supporting them.
Yeah,
And-
because
but
it was
I-
like, yo, this is
like,
our only
from-
African team
yeah.
that's still in. Let's
And
support them.
unfortunately, Luis Suarez did a dirty on us in 2010. But yeah,
Nah, it's chill.
chat for another day.
Which brings me to this point, bro. The other day,
You want to go on to that?
T20.
T20.
It's
Is the
going
T20 on?
It's on, my
Is
bro.
it from Feb or so? Is it now?
Aye.
Did it start?
cricket,
Yeah.
bro. The thing I know about cricket is zero, bro.
Bro,
I don't know
please,
anything about
gents.
You want tickets for this weekend?
We gotta go to the
Want tickets
T20
for
at
this
least,
weekend?
bro. It's a spectacle. It's not those long days and so forth on the other.
We
the
sit there
other-
the whole day in the sun.
No bad
Yeah,
bad
dog.
talking to it. But I'm just saying
What?
it's not one of
Test-
the,
test
those are the
test
tests. Yeah. It's nice and quick, bro. But it's a dope spectacle, bro. Like, oh, trust me, we gotta at least go for one match. And the vibe and energy is just, bro, it's insane. It's
Nah, that's dope.
insane, bro.
That's dope. But here's my thing, gents. Which brings me to why we're on the African conversation, because I feel like it's part of that African conversation. There's a big thing happening in Africa right now. I'm not sure where exactly it started, but I know it was in South Africa.
Cape Town.
It was at the first, did it start in Cape Town? I know the world tour started somewhere else, but when it came to Africa particularly, did it start in
Cape Town.
Cape Town?
He landed in Cape Town first.
He landed in Cape Town, which what a place to land though. If you're doing something in Africa, that's probably where you want to
Was there
land.
where the yellow one? Wait, say.
If you're doing something in Africa, you want to land in Cape Town. That's where the action starts, right? Essentially moved up from Cape Town, came to Jersey. Well, listen, when he came to Jersey, for those of you who don't know, we're speaking about I Show Speed, right?
Actually, apologies. I think it blew up in Cape Town, the initial thing. But checking on chat, it's saying, yeah, weirdly enough, he actually started in Angola.
In Angola.
But
Nah, bro, he started in Cape Town.
No, I also heard.
Because
No,
then-
I also
because
heard he
then
started.
moved up.
No, I heard he started in
moving up.
Angola or in a
Actual
different
Speed's
African.
Africa tour officially called. I don't know. Is this a different one? Officially
Nah,
called
he's
Speed Does
currently
Africa.
on that tour, bro.
Yeah, it says
Nah,
the
but I think he
2025.
did start in Angola because I saw Angola videos before Cape Town videos. I saw another African country before the Cape Town videos. That's why I thought. I wonder if he started in Cape Town or if he started somewhere or if he just landed there and touched base or did he stream there. I'm not sure. But
And the
where
people
I
of-
started catching the streams was when he was in
Was
Cape Town.
And the
Likewise.
people of Durban are angry. He didn't come there. They just wanted to give him bunnies, my bro.
Yeah,
But
they
that
wanted to
happens
give him
with that
quota.
happens with a lot of international acts, though, bro. It's like they
Cape
they
Town,
do
Cape Town and
Joburg
Joburg is the two big cities, bro.
that's where they
Given Durban is
perform
also
and-
is also a nice city, no doubt, bro. Durban is a dope city. But I'm saying, bro, when I was sitting and watching TV, boom pops up on my YouTube, Speed is in Cape Town. Then I hit Jay up. I'm like, bro, did you see this gent is in Cape Town? Then we were chatting about it. Then we started watching this
chat through the old stream.
Then we started watching the stream.
But it's addictive. I won't even lie.
It
But,
is addictive.
yo,
Did
I
you
won't
watch
even
any of the
lie,
streams,
bro?
bro?
I
It's
just
mad
watched
addictive,
the
bro.
Joburg one.
Bro,
You
you
watch the
watch
joke?
and watch and watch, bro. Yo.
It's addictive, bro. You want to switch off and you're like, wait, where's he going next? And then he goes to another spot. Then I'm phoning Jay. I'm like, yeah, bro, he's going to work up now. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm watching. Then we drop the call. Then he's eating some musas in Boka. Then he comes back down. I'm like, I wonder if he went to Clifton. I wonder if he went to like these dope places. Because obviously, bro, you can't be in Cape Town and not go to Clifton. He obviously went to, what do you call this thing? The waterfront. He did that New Year's Eve thing in waterfront. We went on stage, did the countdown in waterfront. Just dope.
Yeah. How do you think that experience is, though, bro? I haven't been to a
From the stream, it looked a bit boring, bro.
because
If
it's
I must
obviously the
admit.
stage and then it's the water and then the restaurants. So the people aren't necessarily up close, close to the stage for the countdown.
And the stage has
stuff
like a backstage area. It's like blocked
Yeah.
off.
So it's stage, and then it's the water, and then the restaurants is in the distance. So you sitting, having your dinner or whatever the case may be in a restaurant.
While the countdown's
and the
happening there.
countdown is
Look, I've been in Cape
Actually,
Town. I've been in Cape Town
kilometers
at the waterfront for a countdown before. It's a bit boring, bro. If I must admit, it doesn't really have that energy, bro. It really doesn't. I'm not sure. I don't know where in SA does it have that energy. That like countdown, like everyone goes. Like in London, in the UK, everyone goes to London. The London Eye has fireworks in the UAE, people go to Dubai on the Burj Khalifa. There's those fireworks happening. There's always like a vibe somewhere, somehow. In Jersey, where's the
Australia,
vibe?
New York.
Yeah, in New York, I've been to a countdown in New York. They do something called the ball drop, where there's
Where's that,
on
in
the
Times
top
Square?
in Times Square. Yeah, where on top of one of the buildings, there's a big globe that basically starts dropping on the last 5 minutes or the last 3 minutes or whatever. And then when it hits zero, it touches, and then the fireworks happens. But it's minus something degrees, bro. It's cold. People are standing and freezing. I was at the what they call a ball drop before. It's a vibe, but it's cold, bro. South Africa just has a different energy when it comes to festive. It's like the country just becomes a different place. There's like a flavor in the air, bro. There's like a swag. There's like an energy. So I don't know.
Yeah. Although, let me speak on on behalf of Joburg, the Jersey homies. I don't know how our nightlife at the minute is, and I guess that's something that apparently Gayton was also saying, like, nah, we gotta start getting our nightlife on the map again.
Nightlife dropped because of crime. People were getting robbed, mugged, hijacked. So people would then rather stay indoors. Like, nah, bro, then I'm not going out. Because there was a time when nightlife was a thing. People were going to events, clubs, those strips, stuff like that. People were doing it.
Strip clubs.
Yeah, and years, bro, we used to actually have the lights and so forth on. Which street was that where it was just
Even in town, bro, they used to have
decorated with lights,
Yeah.
but it was a thing like, yo, let us go out there. I know now, obviously, Melrose is a thing you see on everyone's statuses and stories, yo.
Yeah, I went to Melrose. That's where the vibe.
But
was.
how's Melrose now, though?
Melrose was dope, bro.
Is it?
Melrose was dope. So here's my thing, bro. I went to that lights at Monty, not at Monty, at Empress Palace, where you pay for the lights. But then it wasn't that dope, to be honest, bro. I felt a bit cheated because I paid for my kids, I paid for my wife, I paid for myself. I felt a little bit cheated. And then when I went to Melrose, I felt like they were
cheated in
the fact
what
that
regard?
the fact that
It
we
was just
paid
like-
and it was like mediocre. The energy was like off. There wasn't really anything spectacular. Like, yo, they really made an effort this year.
So they aren't those like mini acts that someone with the lights and doing all those things. It's just lights, and then you must
And
not
you must just
walk
walk around and
take
take
selfies
pictures,
and so forth.
basically.
There aren't those mini
Nah,
acts.
basically
Maybe
that's it.
someone here with a live band or
Nothing, bro. None of the above. Clay, did you go check a light?
Nah, not this time. Not in Melrose. I went to Joburg Zoo.
How was Joburg Zoo?
It was like it's very foreign. It was but it's very foreign. Like a lot of foreign faces there. But
Okay.
it was like. But
They set up
also
lights
it's
there, bro.
muddy.
Yeah, they
Yo.
set up lights.
They set up lights. Lights.
Mics.
They set up lights. Then they have a stage there, like close to the entrance there, where whoever comes and performs there. But then you can walk around and take photos. Also the same vibe. Just walk around at every exhibition and take photos. But it's not great. It's for kids.
Yeah. But back to iShow
Yeah.
Speed.
Cape Town
The
and
Cape
then
Town tour.
transitioning.
He was eating samosas. He was going back wild, and it looked like a dope tour, bro. I was watching it, and then he goes into a random shop to go cut his hair. I feel like it was curated, though. Do you think it was curated, or do you think it was legit? And even afterwards, with the Joburg leg, I obviously heard some of the influencer stories and saying that bro, this thing was.
Yeah.
They phoned us ahead of time to say
Yeah.
we're gonna be here this time, we're gonna do this at that time. You must make sure this and that.
Yeah.
I actually want to bring in some of the gents for the interview on that thing because I know some of the gents that were involved in that whole story and actually
and
behind the scenes.
a lot of them are saying that it's a W and a L. W obviously for putting SA on the map and so forth on in that regard. I think what Mzansi did and so forth on, bro, was spectacular. The reviews across the world is also on some like, yo,
We
the
thought it
way-
was just a farm and
100%,
trees and mountains
but
and
also,
animals.
but also the way that South Africa is being painted by the media, of course, to countries like America, the States, and so forth on, bro, is in such a negative light. But now Speed shows up here, and he shows the camaraderie, he shows the togetherness, he shows the Ubuntu spirit, he shows how beautiful the people are, how beautiful the place is, and you always speak about the Zakes, how beautiful the place is, how beautiful the food is, and just how beautiful our country as a whole
Even
is,
the energy
bro.
of the people, bro. The vibe, the people.
I think, and you must know this is off the back of the. I think he did if I'm not mistaken, the Europe tour, the European tour prior to this one, and bro, reviews from the Europe tour. I'm not sure how true it is. Allegedly, the reviews from there is that it was just cold.
People
They,
were
they
being,
showed him.
people were
They
being
showed him like
racist.
they
and
showed
stuff.
him no love whatsoever.
No, not
And
no
those-
love whatsoever, but there was people who were racist, throwing him with bananas, calling him a monkey. But there was love, but it wasn't the way it was here.
The way it was, yeah. And you see, bro, the world obviously gasses up these countries that also us we look up to on a massive scale.
But
But
there's
then here you come to us, and it's a whole different ball game.
So we're watching the stream, right? The Cape Town one. So now I'm telling Jay, bro, I wonder if he's gonna come to Joburg. Whatever. So the next day, I switch on and I see stream in Johannesburg. What's this? iShow Speed in Joburg. So I phone Jay. I'm like, bro, it looks like he's in Joburg. I see it looks like he's in Soweto.
Yeah, I started there.
Then he went to
Towers.
the towers. Then I'm like,
Yeah. Did you see the towers? Like, I think we probably a few people overstayed their welcome at the towers. The dancers, bro.
oh, those dancers.
The-
Did you watch the stream when he was in Joburg?
Not from the towers, just later on.
Where did you start watching?
oh, bro.
I think the spinning.
Now, come and tell you what happened by the spinning. So here's the thing. So I'm watching the towers. Now I'm wondering, I wonder if I shouldn't just jump on a bike and go and see what's going on at the tower. Because it's like
It's up the road.
up the road, bro. So I'm thinking, I wonder if I shouldn't go check what's going on. Then I'm like, oh. Then they show those drone shots. The groupies are like, close, bro. I'm thinking, this is going to be tricky to get in here. Nah, it's chill. I'm not going. So I decided in my brain, nah, it's chill. Let me just let it go. I'll watch the stream and see where he goes next. Maybe if he goes somewhere where it's a bit more open, a bit more accessible, then I'll decide if I want to go or not. Then he starts saying he wants to go see the stadium. And then I phone Jay. I'm like, hey, brother, this gent is talking about wanting to go to the FNB stadium, blah, 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 blah. But then Umpo Pops comes. And then it comes with the BMs and whatever. So this was obviously curated because they were asked to come there and whatever. And Umpo Pops also goes on to a podcast and he describes what happens and whatever. But so then he comes and then that whole story happens. Then He says now they're going to Wheels and Smoke. Now Wheels and Smoke, Wheels and Smoke is like literally a 5-minute drive from my house. Like literally, if they spin there, I can hear it from where I live, right? So I'm thinking, nah, let me go and check what's happening. So I phone Jay. I'm like, bruh, they're gonna go see the Wheels and Smoke. I see here on the stream is going to Wheels and Smoke. So Jay's like, bruh, is what it is. Let's go. So I jump on the bike. I fetch Jay. We go there to Wheels and Smoke. Get there. I thought it was just it's just streaming. People are just gonna get. Can't when we get there, we can find out. Nah, it's a whole setup, brother. Charging for entrance. It's like a whole thing. So we're like, we here now. You know, let's just pay and go in, right? So we pay $100, bruh, each. I don't know how much it is normally on a Thursday night or whenever they spin. But anyway, we pay, we go in. I think that gent made a quick couple of 100Ks there.
100%.
Quickly.
100%.
Quickly, bro. It was full. Quick, bro. In like 2 minutes, it got full. Quickly. So then we go. So speed is there. So we go. Me and Jay go in, but we're just kind of standing there on the side watching the whole vibe. This gent jumps into the car. He's spinning. He's doing backflips and whatever. Then he goes and stands on top of the car, bro. Then the gent almost falls off the car, bro. Then me and Jay were like, yo! And the whole crowd is like, yo! That's how it's all
in Africa.
You know how speed is, bro.
And someone caught him, bro. And then, anyways, jumps back in. So he gets back into the car. The second he leaves, the whole Wheels and Smoke empty. People just jump in the cars and leave. So now we like, bro, let's follow the motorcade and see, like, you know, let's see the motorcade.
We took a massive L there. We had to watch the stream. And those guys in the cars were probably looking at us like, see these stupids. They are thinking, yo.
We follow the motorcades, bro. It's like 4 V classes, right? Like back to back. V1, V2, V3, V4. Police car in front, police motorbikes at the back. So we follow the motorcade, bro. Now we're looking through the windows. Like, so we're on the motorbike, so we're riding next to the V classes. So we're looking through the window, like, to see now, where's this kid? Dololo. Anyway, I tell Jay, let me just drop you, child. I drop Jay, I go home. I carry on watching the stream. I see, he jumped into another taxi, a white taxi.
Into a tagger on his way to Jersey.
He went to Jersey. Anyway, it's fine, child. Bro, we followed the wrong cars. He was in a taxi, sharp. But here's the point I wanna ask, bro. He comes into this club there in Joburg. This gent has to play PlayStation with him, ne?
Nah, that's CPT.
Nah, bro, that was here in town.
EB the Kid.
Yeah, it was here in Joburg.
EB the Kid's from Cape Town. That's the Cape Town.
Nah, but he came here. It happened there. It happened here in Joburg. It was the last Joburg, at the end of the Joburg stream.
Nah, maybe it's a different. I know EB the Kid's from.
Yeah, but he came here for that.
Oh, EB the Kid was in Joburg recently.
He came here for that. That was at the end of the Joburg tour. Now here's the point. You can check it. I might be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. But here's the point, Clayton. A lot of the local influencers, they got miced, bro. Yo, big time.
That's so that's the L that. But here's the thing.
It was low-key embarrassing, bro, to be honest.
But no, here's the thing though.
I was getting second and embarrassing.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. The L on Speed's production team though. So EB the Kid came out, he spoke about it, as well as Mpo, if you watch his latest part.
He did
he speaks about it. He says, you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. This is untidy that we obviously
like
the way it was portrayed was as if we are okay. There were a lot of cloud chasers and people that were clip farming, no doubt. There were a lot of people. But as far as like the Pops is concerned and some of the let's say bigger celebs here in SA in that regard. So Speed's team actually contacted them, as well as EB the Kid. Speed's team contacted them and said, yo, they actually painted it like this. Speed would like to meet you and hang out with you.
That, yeah.
That's how they painted it. So Mpo Pops and what's the other guy named the Rasta? I think he was actually, although they told him beforehand.
The 20v1 gent.
The Mofire. Is it the Mofire one? What's his name
DJ
again, bro? DJ's Boo, yeah. DJ's Boo should Bro, just let the guy taste your drink. You don't need we have water for you here, and then we have the only South African energy drink to come out of SA. And people like, yo, bro, you should not do that though, bro. Like, just say, yo, man, this is
my drink, blah, blah, blah. Just taste, let me know what you think, yeah.
And he said it like twice or thrice. But getting back to the point I was making. So that's how they painted it. Like, yo, Speed would like to meet you guys. So any influencer, let's be honest with you. This is first and foremost Speed, one of the biggest streamers in the world. If one of the biggest streamers in the world says they would like to meet you,
bro, that's a W.
Let us obviously hook up the space and so forth on like this. It's definitely a W.
I'm going, bro.
So now,
I'm definitely going.
So now the honest truth is they phoned Mpo Pops, like he mentioned, and he said that, yo, they phoned me asking me, do I have this car? Do I have this car? And how many can I get? So now already you are on some like, okay, they're asking me to set up this, and they're telling me exactly where to meet him, regarding the tour and how Speed is gonna move and so forth on. And the guy hooked up the car, and they said, yo, Speedy's gonna drive with you, and they're gonna go to Wheels and Smoke. Speed's gonna drive with you in the car. Let him know exactly what Wheels and Smoke is about. Let him know the whole situation. Mpo Pops did exactly that, bro. But the frustration is Mpo Pops is like, yo, bro, I set up everything, or we set up everything, rather, for Speed to come and, do what he's doing. Next thing, the guy's chilling on the roof, and he's chilling at the back afterwards, and the security's here at the back. So
yapping
now,
also.
Yapping, and now it looks like I'm taking the L here. I'm just this driver, and next thing, the security's even shouting me to say, hey, look at the road. Look at the road. But he was saying, yo, man, these cars are loud. They said they set the thing up to say that I gotta tell Speed about the whole Wheels and Smoke and the culture and so forth on in that regard.
So now he's trying to
explain.
But the
cars
are
the
loud.
Cars is loud, and Speed is
and
like,
the,
what?
And the security is busy saying,
What?
Keep your eyes on the road the whole time.
And he's like, yo, man, if that guy wasn't bigger than me, I was gonna beat him up.
Yeah, which it is irritating. But bro, we have experience.
But before we that for me is probably a L on Speed's team.
But Jay, we have experience with these American celebrities, bro. In the Christian space, but it's still that same energy, bro. There's this vibe, bro. It's like you guys are local, you know what you're talking about, blah 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 blah. So just relax. And now, so Speed shows up. He doesn't know who anyone is. He doesn't know who Mpo Pops is. He doesn't know who EB the Kid is. He doesn't know any of these gents. He doesn't know any of them. So he's also now meeting the gents here for the first time. So it's like, hey, brah, the gents were catching a bit of L's there. And did you see that, Clayton? It was a bit embarrassing also.
But what do you expect? Like, what do you expect? Every time when someone international comes, people must also think to themselves like, hey, I'm not going to be a Barry. And that's the energy that you need to have. If that person comes to you, they're coming to visit your house. So you have to be the one that they are bar for. But it's always the opposite. Yo, so-and-so is here, and then that happens. Always happens.
But the untidy thing is, though, bro, is that now you obviously did this. What happens the next time you say, yo, I want to go to SA. I want to do another tour. Like, and now you what happens next time?
Nah, bro, I think people will still welcome him again, bro. People will still want to jump on it again. People will still jump on it again. The gents that felt mised or felt slighted or felt like they were taken advantage of a bit would probably feel some type of way like, nah, it's chill, bro. I'm not gonna go in. Like let's say, act like a Barry. Like you're acting like a groupie now. You're forcing yourself into the shots. You also want to say something.
Nota.
Yo, Nota, bro.
Yo, I think you was a bit far and beyond in his approach.
Nota. Nah,
It's
but
like-
again,
it's
bro,
like,
Nota's like that, bro, in general. He's like out there. He's like, He's like a Barry, bro. He's there.
And he couldn't
So
care
people
less
know
what-
he doesn't care what you
doesn't care
think,
what
bro. He doesn't care what you say. He doesn't care.
One thing that I'm not really vibing with, especially us as South Africans, bro, is that how we started just making it a whole banter thing. I think first and foremost, again, like we mentioned, this is one of the biggest streamers in the world. Massive streamer. But how we were just joking around, especially like we're saying now, bro, with how our people just took L's in terms of looking like groupies.
But I think it's the way we also
it's like-
behave,
but
bro.
the
They
thing is
were
this-
taking
but-
L's, bro.
but
And
the-
it was,
but,
it was
the thing-
embarrassing
But the
for,
thing is, us
for
South
me
Africans,
watching,
bro, us South Africans, there's a lot of people that felt joy in that. Like, yeah.
Nah, for me it was, I felt
We felt-
embarrassed, bro. I felt like,
But-
hey, bro,
but-
why are you mising the gent? Why are you like...
I could maybe say
that
to
one security even picked Nota up, bro, and pushed him still like, hey.
shoved him out of the stream, shoved him out of the stream with one hand.
Like,
Ha!
hey.
Move. With one hand, they shoved.
Look, Nota was being extra. But
I just want to say this though. Maybe to our people's point, because a lot of people will probably say, nah. Maybe it's good they took L's, because the way Speed treated them is how they treat us. I don't know how true is that with our local celebs. So a lot of people were. I'm caught in the middle. I'm caught in the middle, and I do want to try and understand both sides of the pendulum. I do want to understand. On the one hand, hey, this is SA. We don't want to now feel a sense of joy when our people take L's. But on the other hand, if it is true, that's up to your own interpretation.
Come
If it is true.
I tell you what my thought process is. Clayton and I touched on a convo a little bit this morning before we started the show. Sometimes, bro, like for me, Ibi the kid, I don't know him at all. When we spoke about it, you were telling me who it was, bro. But I don't know him like at all. I didn't watch any of his videos. I don't know what he does. I don't know where he's popular. If he's TikTok popular,
He's
IG popular.
He's mainly popular in Cape Town, but he needs to get his priorities straight.
Yeah. So I don't know him.
That's what Speed told the homie.
No,
in
but
the
the
club.
point is that I don't know him at all. He's not like a Trevor Noah or even Pops. His popularity is at least it's decent, bro. It's people know him. He's not unknown to that extent. But here's the thing that's starting to happen on the point that you mentioned now, bro. For me, there's this element of the world is so broad now, and there's so many platforms, right? You have people who are popular on TikTok, right? There's people who are popular on TikTok that you've never heard of, bro. Even in South Africa. But when they stream, when they go live on TikTok, they get a lot of views, they get a lot of interaction, but you don't know them. But then they're popular in a particular genre or in a particular language or particular like area. So the game, like you find someone, the gamers knows the streamer because he goes live and he plays games. So people in the gaming community knows him. Then you have someone in the Afrikaans community, especially in the so-called colored Afrikaans community where they are popular in that community. So people in that space know, nah, bro, how do you mean you don't know? You know, so-and-so. They get X amount of views, or they get this and that. But they're popular in that community. They're not...
Dankie Kurt Darren.
They're not now. Kurt Darren obviously broke out and people know him. But I'm saying, Clayton, I don't know if you understand the point I'm making, bro. In the TikTok space, like there's people who get a lot of views, a lot of interaction, but they're only popular in that space. On their YouTubes, they don't get a lot of views. On the Instagram, they don't get a lot of views. On the other platforms, they don't. But when they go live on TikTok, they got their views. So I feel like certain celebrities in South Africa, well, let me not even say celebrities, certain influencers in South Africa are popular on certain platforms or in certain spaces. And here's one of my things that, there's 2 points that irritates me about South Africans. Is number one, the point you made is like, you're popular on this platform, but then you're walking around with this attitude like, everyone must know me, I want 5 bodyguards around me, people must stop me in the shops and ask for pictures. You walk around with that pompous attitude.
Mainstream popular.
As if you're mainstream popular. And then you find someone like a Trevor Noah who is mainstream popular that's chill. Like, he doesn't have that, well, from what I can see online or whatever, it doesn't come across as if he has that, like, I don't take pictures with people. I want 10
I
bodyguards
think even
around me.
with the recent show that he dropped, he was even speaking about now when I came back.
When he
and
walks
was chilling,
around, people see
that's
him
one
in
is
the...
like, yo man, let's take a pic, and then it took long on
Yeah.
his I'm an Android, and it's like, yo no, you must wait 5 seconds, and
Yeah, yeah.
But he seemed chilled.
He seems
the way
chilled.
The way he was speaking, obviously.
Before Trevor Noah became popular, I went to one of his shows. I was able to go backstage. I was able to meet him. He seemed chill. I can't say I know the gent, but I had that one interaction with him, like face to face. We both know Dylan. Dylan knows Trevor a little bit better than we do. Dylan Olifant. And Dylan says also he's nice, a chill gent, he's a relaxed gent. He doesn't have this pompous attitude about him. So for me, bro, a lot of these South African influencers, when they get verified or when they start getting X amount of views or clout or whatever, they have this pompous attitude about them. So maybe to that extent, for them to get mice, it's like, yeah, because you'll want to, behave in a certain way, like we are celebrities, you'll want to take pictures with us, you must back off and da. But there's not many South African celebrities that make it to the AKA level, the Casper New West level, the Nasty C level. There's not many, bro. They're popular in their space, but not necessarily on a mainstream platform like that. Then the other big thing that irritates me about SA is their point that when we went to go and record at the towers.
Oh, yeah.
That point, maybe you can elaborate on that point, bro. The whole... can't record it.
So we were obviously busy with a 2025 after movie and shooting in different locations in Georgia, and one of the locations was actually, if you watch the after movie at on New Year's Eve service, one of the locations was at the Soweto Towers, and now we get into the Soweto Towers and we obviously want to record this, so we with the phone and we with a what do you call that thing again, bro?
The reflector.
With a reflector, just to be open and honest with the conversation. But it's a quick scene that we want to get. So we do explain it to the guy. The guy first and foremost is like, no, it's cool, go for it, it's chilled and everything. Next thing we're recording, quick scene. The guy pulls up on us, broski, and the guy goes off, bro. Like, he's like, who said you can't come and record here? You had to ask and so forth. And then I'm like, yo, but my G, we just spoke to you about 5 minutes ago and you said it's okay. Maybe there was a miscommunication here, but you said it's chilled. And it's like literally a 2-second thing. We're not here with a massive cam or anything like that. It's just a phone, done, one to done. And at the end of the day, bro, it's like people go there on a daily basis or on a weekly basis and they take content, they take footage. It's putting the place on the map. But just the attitude and how he basically went off on us, broski, was so bad. Next thing, the same gent is on Speed's stream. The
same gent that was shouting us.
And I basically sent you a VO immediately on some like, look at this gent now. Bro, the same gent, the way he welcomed Speed.
Now he's acting like a groupie.
Yo, Speed. Bro, he even invited his kid. Bring your kid to work day. And
because he knew Speed was coming.
Speed's gonna be there, bro. So, bro, but the way he's basically Speed. Yo, Speed. And then we have this. And then we have this. And then this is here. Then this. I'm like,
now he's glazing.
I'm like, there's Jita, bro. But when it's your own, we were there, bro. It's like your attitude and so forth on. But now with Speed, it's like, come on, bro.
So for me,
and I do understand, first and foremost, I do understand that surely there's certain procedures. One might say, no, but there's procedures and so forth on that needs to take place. But energy and attitude is the thing. And the way he came across that day towards us was so bad. And I think there was a moment where now I'm going to have to shift towards some of the people that felt a bit of joy when Speed mised all these people. There was a moment where he actually mised the homie's kid, and I was telling my bro Mark, like, yeah, it's good. And Mark is like, nah, don't be like that, bro. Now the little homie must suffer for the father's sins. So I'm like, yeah.
So do you understand the point? Like, it's like with your own people, you're being untidy. Then when Speed comes, you glazing. It's like, gents. We then the same. Me and you is from the same kasi, we from the same city, we from the same area, we both in the south. We both.
I guess even stars get starstruck.
Yeah, but I mean,
He's untied.
that gent wasn't a star. But I'm just like
So what?
the point that Jay is making, like how disrespectful he was to us. Like literally last week Saturday,
It was
and then the
literally
next Saturday he's glazing. Yeah, no problem. You can go up with the camera. Yeah, sure, no problem. You can take the drone shot. Yeah, sure. But to us, last week he was telling us nonsense.
And how positive or sure are you that they actually made prior
Probably not.
like
bro.
arrangements too? Yeah, we want to come in and.
But even so, someone might argue that but Speed is an international superstar. Y'all are just y'all also. Fine,
Nah, bro,
dope.
but the
It's
principle-
chill.
but the
But the point
principle,
of the
bro, nah,
disrespect and
yeah.
blah blah, bruh, I'm self-aware enough to understand I'm not as popular as Speed, or I'm not as famous or well-renowned as Speed, or whatever. Dope, understood. Except 100%, I'm not as famous as this gent is. The point is the attitude, bro. Hey, what are you doing? Put away that phone. And then Speed comes. Yeah, no problem. You can. It's like, bro, what kind?
Nah, and one day if we make a turn there again, bro, I'm gonna approach the guy, bro.
Now we'll probably
I
end
will,
up going
I will
there again.
definitely approach the guy with the stream at hand, and I'll say, "Hey, my guy, look at this.
We were here the
We were
Saturday
here.
before.
Us as your brothers, we were here. We wanted to put out a promo, same. You gave us attitude. Now look at this."
Now, fam. So yeah, there was a bunch that happened. I don't want to speak about any negative news. I mean, SA did well over December. We have
Yeah.
Speed moving up throughout Africa. He had a dope experience in the other African countries. I wish him Godspeed on all the other African countries that he's going to. He's in Kenya yesterday. I don't know where he's going today. This gent is literally hitting a country a day. Given that he's just skipping up a country, so it's not far. Probably like a 2-hour flight to the next country. Be that as it may, he's having a great time. And I wish him-
I won't lie. Obviously, he's by the looks of it, looks overwhelming and overstimulating. So I can understand also.
Would you, gents,
certain moments where
on that point,
like,
would you be okay with that level of over? Click, will you be okay with that level of overwhelming? Even later, he's telling his bodyguards, gents, whoa. One at a time, I can't even hear what's going on. When he goes into that restaurant, the answer way to, he's like, this gent is putting food in front of him, the other one's putting this in front of him. He's like,
this one is
"Gent, I
trying to
don't
give
even
him
know
a
what
t-shirt.
to-"
This one is giving.
This one's giving him a
the
ball. This
art
one's giving
and
him
so
a
forth.
t-shirt.
Shout out to the art though.
The art
The
is
glass
dope.
art was
The art
nice.
is
Yo,
dope. All
shout
the
out
art that
all
he's
the
been
year.
getting is dope.
Was super.
But bro,
dope.
people are shoving things in his face, they're shoving food in his mouth. It's like, yo, gents,
Bro,
yo,
the
this
one
is
though,
ridiculous.
the one guy though, bro, that was a bit of a L. The one guy in Jaws, he gave him a top, like his own personalized top that he makes. Like, yo, man, this is a t-shirt that I'm making. So for I'm gonna give it to you, but Aish, please, can I just get some funds for it? So now this homie is chilling. Obviously, he's one bodyguard and the one guy, I don't know if it's assistant or something. He's chilling with those, what you call the fanny packs and so forth, on with a bunch of 200s in that, bro. And now Speed's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Here's a 200. That guy's like, hey, just one more, please. He gives him another 200. Okay, please, just one more. Gives him another 200. Okay, last, please. Now Speed obviously, bro, a lot is happening, bro. So for Speed, it's like, hey,
Man got 8 lip off
bro,
of the
8 to almost a G, bro. And I'm not even exaggerating. I promise you, the guy gives him a T and he's like, yo, just one more, please. And he takes out, I just want one more. And he takes out another 200, bro. And it's like, bro, nah, not like that, bro. You just gave him a T-shirt. Understand it's your hustle, true, but balance the books at least.
That was about unnecessary.
Balance the books.
Aye,
but to the
but
question,
welcome to Josie, my bro. Everyone is a chance, and you will take the chance.
Yeah, bro.
But in
Nah,
terms
there's
of,
hustlers here in Joburg, bro.
you know, like I love people, but I don't like people. Like big crowds and stuff like that. Nah, I'm a very keep to myself type of person. So if that had to happen to me, yeah, I would lose it. Yo, overwhelmed. The first moment, just stepping into a big crowd for me is like, so
Now that's
for me,
mad overwhelming, bro. I'm not
yo,
gonna lie.
and plus people are screaming, so that's worse. It's not just a lot of people, it's a lot of people on you and screaming your name. It's like, yeah, wat gaan nou weer hier aan?
Nah, bro, that was very overwhelming. Would you be okay with that level of fame, bro?
Yeah, first and foremost, I think he's 21, so people are saying his testosterone levels are still through the roof, so we can kind of handle it. And speed at the end of the day. Although he did come out to say that he's becoming a bit numb to just basically all the things that he's been experiencing in the world, bro. It's becoming like, I mean, even the way he did the bungee jumping, bro. Bro, it happened so quick, and there wasn't much emotion to it as well, bro. For him,
But the one he did in Botswana when he did the safari.
The Devils.
No. When he did the safari drive.
Oh, okay.
That, bro, he came back and he was like, this was dope.
Stimulating.
This
and
was
you could
dope.
feel.
I saw animals. But I feel like he enjoyed that because there was no groupies, there were no crowds, there were no
breathe
people.
and actually,
He could relax. It was quiet.
Who's gonna go want to see speed and there's lions roaming around?
So I think that was like an off day for him. That was like a I don't hear people screaming in my ears the whole day. I can just relax. Because, bro, that can be overwhelming, bro.
Nah, massive.
Nah, bro, that's mad overwhelming. That attention, bro, even me watching the stream, at some point I was like,
a lot of people say just watching it, bro, you feel, you just watching it, bro, it looks
too messy, bro.
Bro, was it in...
Excuse the pun.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an L in the chat.
People are like, Messi.
That's
Like, what?
Ronaldo. That's an L in the chat. Yeah, but Barca beat Madrid last night. Just shout out. Side note. But yeah, back to
I was
what
just
we're
saying how people were like trolling for Messi versus
Yeah.
Ronaldo, bro. But
I think to a large degree, bro, I think it's enjoyable.
It's very addictive, bro.
I watched it on that tab. This looks nice, bro. It's like it looks dope, bro.
But will you be okay with being overwhelmed like that all the time, wherever you go? Even in that one thing is like, where can I go if they're not gonna mob me? He was walking around like in a weird village. It was in Mozambique, I think, or Eswatini. It was in a random village, bro. And then people started coming from nowhere. And it was like, where are these people coming from? I'm in a random village. Where are they coming from? It's like, I'm getting mobbed like in a weird space even. Would you be okay with that, bro? For me, I thought there was a time where I wanted to be like, where I thought the element of fame was like, people know you and this. But watching that, I was like, bro, to be mobbed like that all the time must be overwhelming, bro.
I think at maybe age 20, you're okay with it, where he's at now. But even now, bro, the moment you reach like your 30s, bro, it becomes a different ball game, bro. I used to like going to malls and stuff, bro. Now I'm like, bro, even just being in a mall is a bit.
When last were you at the movies, bro?
Like, just
Do
being
they even still have movies, bro? Because I know most of the
just
movie
being at
places
a
are
mall,
closing
bro,
now.
it's like just a bit. Not that I'm a star, famous or anything like that. I'm just saying people, so you can imagine even all the more if they do know you on that tub, bro. It's like, now you become a lot calmer and chill, bro. And
But how would you be going to, like, let's say the Glen, bro, or going to Sandton City or wherever, and you're trying to eat, bro? Like, that's what happened to Cristiano Ronaldo. Remember? Do you know that one video of Ronaldo where he's sitting and he orders something, bro?
Photographs, and then they start counting.
And then he didn't even get to drink his tea. He didn't even get to sip it. Like, he was just about to lift the cup, bro. And then, can I have a picture? Then he's like, okay, no problem. Then he's like, ish. Then he takes another picture. Then he's like, carries on talking. Then he's like, ish. There's like, it shows, bro. His lips didn't even touch the cup, bro. That whole time he was sitting there. I was like, I didn't even drink my tea now.
But it also comes with being famous. Like once your name becomes
Also
transcends the platforms and like if you contain to TikTok people will know you. But if you transcend TikTok, you Instagram, YouTube famous, everywhere people will know you.
Bro, and you should also,
in the beginning when you were saying like if there's people that are contained to their platform, so people know them to Instagram, Facebook, maybe YouTube, and not internationally, maybe on a local scale. So when you are on that international scale, like Ronaldo, one of the most famous people currently alive, what do you expect? Wherever you
Yeah.
go, people will know you. So
True.
you also have to choose where you go. Like,
Yeah.
are you gonna have security?
Mhm.
Rather close down a restaurant so you can at least finish the tea. On your way out, people will mob you.
But my thing is there any South African that's famous to that level?
To that, I think South Africans are also like at that point where we have famous people, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna go out of our way, like, mob the people.
Now, here in SN, we spoke about it, briefly. It's a situation of, I think you get to a point, bro, where you you kind of mainstream famous, like I would say a Casper is, a Nasty C is. However, it still feels as though once you still feel reachable, people don't go on like that. Once you still feel reachable,
Like the way
but
they
the
went off
moment
his speed.
the moment you're not entirely reachable, I think that's when people
It creates
react.
like a bit of
Yeah,
a barrier.
yeah. I definitely think if someone like a Black Coffee or a Tyler would walk in a mall, it would create a bit of
Do you think people were more black coffee?
There's a lot of
I
respect
think,
for Black
yeah.
Coffee. Wherever he goes,
I think there would be-
people respect him a lot, so they won't do that. For Tyler, yeah, because remember, she's young, she's famous, people know her, currently singing her songs. Black Coffee is more for the house people. So like,
But Tyler, I feel like once you become Hollywood famous, like Tyler and Trevor Noah, those are just, it's a different echelon now.
it is a different ball game from people that were more famous than you want to be seen with you now because you
Yeah.
like surpassed them in terms of fame.
Like Tyler surpassed the AKA, she surpassed the
Yeah.
Casper Nyovest.
yeah, like
They're
Melvin Yovi said,
international.
Tyler is our father. She's not even our ma, she's our father.
Who said that?
Casper, you must watch that interview. It's funny.
Nah, bro, Tyler's more popular than Casper Nyovest at that stage.
Nah,
in the
fine.
game.
He said it is like, yo, because at first he was like, yo, me, I'm one of the biggest, like, in terms of music streams and so forth on. Then it was like, but in SA, obviously, but it was like, yo, but I have to give it to Tyler.
But
Yeah.
would Tyler be considered South Africa though?
How do you mean in terms
South-
of citizenship or like fame?
No, in terms of like if you draw in that comparison of streams in South Africa, would you?
No,
would you then
she's on an international
International
now.
stage.
Remember,
that's what I'm saying.
Remember that the platform. It's like there's a national platform. There's a local, like local to Joburg. Then there's a local to Gauteng, local to South Africa, and then there's more African countries know you, and then it goes across the waters. People know you. Tyler's across the waters because she was competing against people that are also that also went out of their own countries, like in terms of Thames. She was in the same category as Thames for the awards. So like it's one of
Yeah.
those. Alles op 'n groter skaal.
But I'm saying, would you then? It's like Rihanna. Rihanna is originally from where?
Barbados.
Now, I'm sure there's other artists. I'm sure there's other artists in Barbados.
They are, but remember, I'm out of Barbados. I'm international. Everyone listens to me right across the globe.
But I'm saying those artists in Barbados, they can't be comparing themselves to Rihanna.
They can't.
Like, Jimmy that sits there on the corner. The people like him in Barbados. He has a show now and then there at the Barbados Theater. He has a show now and then by the Barbados Stadium. And the people know him. But now he's out here comparing himself to Rihanna. It's like, nah, bro. You can't.
Maybe when she was
Rihanna's-
coming up, but not now.
But that's what I'm saying. So Casper's popular in South Africa. He can do a stadium. He can do a SA tour and go to Pretoria, go to Durban, go to Cape Town, and people will show up. But he cannot. It's now not on the same level as a Tyler, bro. But then the other argument is if Tyler comes to SA, can she then do a stadium?
Because when she was here, she did a theater,
But I feel like, bro, when Breezy was here that first time, he did Ticket Pro Dome.
the dome, yeah.
Then when he came now, he did 2 nights at F&B.
But that's after how many years?
But that's what I'm saying.
Remember
So
that.
things can change.
the name has to,
The name has to
and the
build
fame, it
momentum.
goes in
And
hand in
I
hand.
don't think she has that much of a powerful or potent catalog as yet to do a stadium.
Yeah,
Remember,
She has like 2 popular
Yeah.
songs.
Who has
Water
500
and-
songs and wants to perform all of them?
Breezy, bro. And remember, Breezy came with that tip of I'm gonna do my yesteryears.
Do you
songs."
do you feel
So
like
and those songs are goated,
yeah,
bro.
people
in-
still know. Do you feel like Breezy gave more clout to SA than Speed did now? Because Breezy also, bro, when Breezy was done in
Yeah.
SA, people were also like, yo, we didn't know SA rocks like this.
I think it's for the viewers. Remember, not everyone watches Speed. There's younger people that watches Speed. Breezy is R&B. It's a different type of game altogether. It's music. Music transcends age. So the stream is
Music
who,
make me
who
lose control.
appeals to whoever. Like Speed appeals to the younger people because remember he was a gamer, but now he's a Ronaldo. All of those things. That's factors that play. Breezy, we know him, and the people after us still know him, and probably the people that's gonna come after the people after us will know Breezy's music. So it's gonna be one of those like R&B legends. So like Michael Jackson's music is still alive because we've been playing it, even though he's not here. It's one of those things. Speed is gonna like if he stops streaming, and then what is he gonna do? He's gonna disappear. So like in terms of putting us on the map, I think Breezy in terms of the music industry. Like everyone wants to come to SA now. Ghana was here. He had a show Saturday night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ghana
in
was,
Joburg.
yeah.
It was full. It was what? Milk and Cookies, nah. The event.
Where was
it
his show?
I'm not sure the venue, but he was there, and like from what I see, it was like a packed venue. Even
Nah,
a
I'm
Cape
not-
Town
I'm not
one
sure
that he
where
did
it
it.
was,
But
though.
Ghana's not on a Breezy level.
He's
No,
not
no,
on a
no.
Breezy level. Also, he
Not at all.
doesn't do the same music as Breezy. He's rap. He's rap, hip hop, and R&B is Breezy. Like it's
Like pop
and
and
again,
R&B, bro.
Ghana's
It's-
new. He's not the OG in the game. So like, let's see in the next 10 years, Breezy will come and it will probably still be full. And then Ghana comes and people are like, "Ish, yeah, nah, Ghana was here."
If Eminem does FNB Stadium, think people will go?
It depends on what he pulls out of his catalog there, like what he performs.
I think people will go.
so. Like,
Or do you think if he goes with
says,
Dre?
nah, if he goes with Dre,
Dre and Snoop.
that's tricky. That's tricky because in our circles, how many people do you know that's like Eminem people?
But I think if Eminem goes with Dre and Snoop, he
Dre
can
and
pack
Snoop,
out.
yeah, like
I
if
think
he
he can
says-
pack out
because that-
FNB easy, bro.
That's a Super Bowl type of a team up.
Nah, I think he can pack. You think if 50 Cent comes alone, he can do FNB?
Not now. Not now. OG 50, F50, that 50 would have. But now he doesn't even do music that much. He just released like
G
a
Unit 50.
clean project, yeah, but he's busy making documentaries.
Who do you think can
Bro,
top?
apologies just to get to that one point. I'm exactly with Torian here, bro, and because he basically says, in my opinion, Speed brought more attention to South Africa than Breezy because he showed the real South Africa. Breezy, with Breezy, people only saw like in the stadium.
The stadium, but that's what I said. It's in terms of support, music industry, not in general, but in terms of like, remember the age. Obviously, a lot of people now are jumping onto it internationally. They see Speed doing this and that. People from everywhere, not just the ignorant Americans. Americans are ignorant, whether you like it or not. They don't know. They probably think everyone in Africa is living in huts. There are a few small, tribes here and there. But in terms of what Speed is doing, yes, he's putting Africa, not only South Africa.
I think socially, bro, what Speed is, what he did, bro, was it tops. It for me personally,
Tops Breezy.
it tops Breezy
Yeah,
in
obviously
a
it would.
massive socially, bro. Because, bro, if you go on TikTok and you see some of the reviews, bro, there's some Americans are like, yo, hold up, man, these South Africans, they actually be living way better than us.
Bro, have
Like-
you seen how many Americans are moving to South Africa? There's a whole YouTube channel that shows
Yeah.
Americans moving to South Africa, and they all say the same thing, bro. The cost of living is better, the country
They
is
sell
nicer,
everything.
the energy is different. for what I get at home, living in an apartment, I can live in an estate here in South Africa. Brothers, I've watched so far about 4 YouTube videos of America, and including that one guy that was in church that came from America, from Atlanta, and he said it with his own mouth. He says, "Nah, brother, the living experience in South Africa is better than in America. The way people are, the energy, the vibe." And he says, especially as an African American, he says you feel a lot more.
That's a factor.
You feel a lot more like chill. You feel a lot more.
But
if you get stopped by the cops, you don't have to answer questions.
There's currently a town in Cape Town that's being 90% sold. Like a lot of foreign buyers from abroad are buying houses in that. So the prices of that town is skyrocketing. So it's like you could live there as a South African, but soon you won't be able to afford it. So that's what's happening.
No, but I'm saying normal Americans that are moving here and are moving to Sandton, they're moving to like random areas in Joburg or even in Cape Town, because they just say it feels more comfortable, it feels more relaxed, they feel more like they can do more, and they're still earning in USD. So for them, the price of a car there in America, they buy like 2 cars here and they can afford to live in, because remember we got 16, 17 times 17 you have to do when you come here. So if you're earning $100, you're earning 1,700 rand already. So if you're earning $1,000, that puts you on 17,000 rand immediately. So if you're earning an average of $5,000, you're living above the
better than average South
medium
Africans.
income already.
So that begs the question: is that a good thing for South Africa? Because it's not only the well-off people. There's a lot of people that are also fleeing to South Africa because of what's happening in their countries. And soon, the South is going to look like how Hillbrow looks. Like a lot of foreigners buying places and staying in houses that South Africans can't afford anymore.
I guess that's probably a convo for another day, but it's definitely a convo to be had, bro, because it's definitely what you're mentioning is definitely happening as we speak. And we can see it. We're living in Joburg. We're living where the action happens. We interact and engage with these people at the garage, at the petrol station, at the malls, in the shopping centers, by the bay, wherever. We are engaging these people all the time. So we're engaging people all the time. Especially in our line of work, we engage people from different walks of life, different countries, literally all the time. But one thing I can definitely tell you is I've traveled many countries around the world. I've spent a lot of time in different countries around the world. South Africa is definitely a different vibe, bro.
World class.
It definitely has that. It definitely has that flavor, bro.
The flavor, bro.
It 100%. Even Speed on his one of his. I think when he landed in Kenya, he was reading. He must put his phone on his arm. He was reading, and then someone said, "Yo, Speed, come back to South Africa." Then he's like, "Yo, I'm 100% going back to South. There's no doubt that I'm not going back to South Africa."
True.
He literally said,
when he said,
"There's no doubt I'm not
Yeah.
going back to South Africa. It's so far been the nicest experience I've had."
When he was here, bro, in Joburg, when he was in the car, he actually said, bro, like, "Yo, man, South Africa, nah."
It has that.
Like,
It has that vibe that
vibe
makes you
that
wanna
wanna
come
move,
back.
that
Yeah.
makes you wanna stay here. You wanna stay and
Bro, you know how many
actually move.
American celebrities buy houses here, bro? That they don't talk about. I know when Oprah came here, she immediately was sold. I know.
They own so much places in Cape Town these days.
Yeah, bro. I know even Israel Houghton, if I'm not mistaken,
Israel
he had
Houghton.
a house here. There's a lot of people when they come here, they're like, "Nah, bro, I'm definitely buying a vibe here."
But the one thing that I'm really glad about before we close, bro, just on that old Speed, Chris Breezy tip, the one thing that I'm glad about what Speed did, bro, is he squashed the whole white genocide thing here, bro. And there was commentary as well from people abroad. They said, like, nah, what we saw on the streets is way, way different to
Then
how
what this
the media
Trump thing is trying to
is.
paint it.
And we just hope that Trump and his troops were watching.
Nah, they obviously won't watch, but they don't have to watch. Bro. The world can see.
Remember when our president went there, it was dispelled. He just uses it as a narrative. Remember, even now with the current thing that's happening there, this anti thing, that's a conversation for another day. You can see, like, this man will misinform everyone just because he wants to get his way. That's a Trump thing. It's been
Yeah,
an
like the
American
old
thing.
Venezuela thing.
Yeah.
But my thing is this, bro. Even those Africans that moved to America, apparently their living conditions is not nice, bro. Apparently their living conditions is untidy. There's some of them that have expressed regret and said, nah, bro, I was better off there in the Vrystaat, bro. I was better off there in the Vrystaat, where at least they had a vibe. I knew where I was going. I knew I can take a walk down to the local spa. I was better off in the Vrystaat. So even that narrative was like debunked time and time again, bro. Bro, if there's foreign Europeans that are buying properties in South Africa, what does that tell you? If the Europeans are coming here to mine and to what does that shows you, bro? If that thing that Clayton was talking about now about Cape Town, I know about that situation. People are buying properties in Cape Town, bro, because they know the weather, the vibes, everything is dope. What does that tell you? If you are trying to escape as a white South African and go to America, bro, there's just one gent that does American videos, né? That goes to these different towns in America. I don't know what his name is. I don't know if you've seen any of his videos. He goes to like Kentucky, and then he goes to like these weird like
Small towns.
southern towns and stuff like that. Bruh, it's untidy there, bruh. It's not nice, bruh. I wouldn't want to live there for free, then I'd rather stay here, bruh. It's like some weird things going on. Then he even goes to Los Angeles, there where the homeless section is, and it's like, this is untidy. And then you start and think to yourself, this is not supposed to be America, but look what it looks like, which makes SA look that much better, even, bro. But it is what it is, bro. I guess even in South Africa, there's untidy areas. Yeah, bro. It is what it is. But gents, thank you so much for the show. Any comments there?
Nah, thank you so much to our viewers and the peeps as well. Angela, good morning. Torian, good morning. Nathan, what's up?
And say good morning in the afternoon.
And Luke, our homie, Dupree, what's poppin', broski?
Nice, gents.
Hope you dope.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We also had some people watching on TikTok here on my page. Guys, please don't forget to hit the sub. Also, hit me on a follow here on TikTok. Also, guys, this year we're going. This year I actually want to jump onto Facebook as well. I've relaunched my Facebook page. I want to get some action going there. Yeah, I think this year we're really gonna. We've proved that we're consistent. We proved that we go live every week. There were obviously weeks last year where we were busy doing this, that, and the other, but for the most part, 90% of the time we're on. We've proved consistency over time, and I feel like we have to turn up the ante this year.
100%.
Let's put some pressure on this thing, make it worth our while.
Yeah. And the first show, obviously, that was basically Jozi in December, or Mzansi in December, and next week we'll definitely start speaking about what the year has and how we can unfold it and just make sure that we all just walk into that space where what we planning, what we putting our mind to, that those things can come to fruition. So let us continue to watch, and yeah, next week we in for another killer show.
Thank you guys so much for watching. See you on the next one. Love you. Goodbye.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to it.
Good morning to the folks. What up to the youngins, and bless up to the world.
And then Tay just puts your info on blast like that.
It's what the people want to know, bro. My bad.
Nah, bro.